It's been 63 mornings since I heard the front door click. Now the silence in this hallway is making me feel sick. I've rearranged the pictures and I've moved the bedside lamp. The corner of the living room feels like a lonely camp. There's a space beside the window where the sunlight hits the floor, right where you used to sit and watch the world beyond the door. I should probably move it, put it down in the garage, but the emptiness without it feels like a cruel mirage. So I leave it sitting empty, draped in your favorite blue, a wooden skeleton of everything I lost in losing you. And oh, the chair you left behind is heavier than lead. It's a monument to every single word we never said. I see you in a velvet, I see you in the grain. It's the only thing in this whole house that understands my pain. I sit across from nothing and I pour a glass for two, just to stare at that old fabric and pretend that it's still you. It's a throne for all my sorrows, a kingdom for the blind, just a hollow piece of timber, the chair you left behind. Found a strand of your hair tucked inside that cushion seam, and for a split second I wasn't trapped inside this dream. I can almost hear you laughing, see you tilting back your head before the cold reality hits my heart like stone instead. Dust is starting to settle on the arms where you would rest, while the grief is building a permanent nest inside my chest. Sometimes I think I see the shadow of you sitting there, brushing back a phantom lock of your messy morning hair. But then the heater kicks on and the vision starts to fade, and I'm just a lonely person in a house that we both made. I'm waiting for a ghost to rise, I'm waiting for a sign, but the chair just stays as frozen as this broken heart of mine. To every single word we never said. I see you in the velvet, I see you in the grain. It's the only thing in this whole house that understands my pain. I sit across from nothing and I pour a glass for two, just to stare at that old fabric and pretend that it's still you. It's a throne for all my sorrows, a kingdom for the blind, just a hollow piece of timber, the chair you left behind. Maybe tomorrow I'll find the strength to give it all away. Maybe tomorrow I won't have 1,000 things to say, but for tonight I'll just leave the light on in the hall and watch the shadows chair you left behind. The condensation's heavy on the window by the bed. The fog is blurring out the world like the thoughts inside my head. I reached out without thinking, just to feel the morning chill, and found the place you wrote your name upon the granite sill. The kitchen's cold and quiet, the kettle's starting to scream, but I'm still standing paralyzed inside a waking dream. I see the smudge of your thumb on the handle of the door, and the scuff marks from your boots across the hardwood floor. Every surface is a witness, every corner holds a ghost, and the things that stay behind are the ones that hurt the most. There are traces of us on the glass, fading shadows of a love that didn't pass, like a fingerprint on silver or a breath against the pain. I'm looking for your image through the streaks of winter rain. I try to wipe the slate, I try to clear the view, but everything I touch just brings me back to you. A million miles between us, but the memories hold fast, living in the traces of us on the glass. I see your coffee ring still stained upon the wooden desk, a perfect little circle, lonely and grotesque. And in the bathroom mirror, where the steam begins to rise, I swear I see the reflection of your tired, honest eyes. But when I reach to touch you, the surface is just stone, and now I'm just standing in the dark, shivering alone. You're gone from the driveway, you're gone from the street, but still in the fibers of the rug beneath my feet. You're etched into the crystal, you're woven in the lace. There isn't a square inch of light that doesn't hold your face. I'm living in a gallery of everything we were, where every single outline is a heartbroken blur. There are traces of us on the glass, fading shadows of a love that didn't pass, like a fingerprint on silver or a breath against the pain. I'm looking for your image through the streaks of winter rain. I try to wipe the slate, I try to clear the view, but everything I touch just brings me back to you. A million miles between us, but the memories hold fast, living in the traces of us on the glass. The sun is coming up now, and the frost begins to melt. I'm losing every feeling that I ever really felt, but I'll keep the windows dirty, I let the dust remain, 'cause I'm not ready for the clarity, if it means 'cause I lose your name. Traces of us, just traces of us. The porch lights flickering, a rhythm out of time. I'm still listening for your footsteps, waiting for the chime. But the hallway is a canyon, and the kitchen is a cave. I'm just a lonely sailor lost beneath the tidal wave. I walked into the bedroom and I had to turn away, because the sunlight hit the floorboards in that specific shade of gray. It's like the house is holding on to every breath you took, like a story that's been finished, but I can't close the book. I'm moving through the motions, I'm talking to the walls, I'm catching phantom echoes every time the evening falls. I try to walk around it, I try to look ahead, but I keep tripping over every word we ever said. Now there are shadows where you stood, and silence where you spoke, and I'm picking up the embers of a fire that turned to smoke. I reach out in the darkness, but my hands just pass right through. There's a shape of something missing, and the shape is always you. I'm a map without a border, I'm a bell that's lost its ring. I'm a winter in the garden, waiting for a ghost of spring. It's a heavy kind of haunting, and I'd leave it if I could, but I'm living in the shadows where you stood. I found your old reflection in the window by the sink. I had to close my eyes to give my heart a blink. You used to lean against the counter with a coffee in your hand. Now it's just an empty corner in a cold and empty land. I'm afraid to move the furniture or sweep away the, 'cause the memory of us is all I have left to trust. If I change the room too much, will you disappear for good, or will I always see the outlines and a grain of every wood? They say that time is light, it watches everything away, but the darkness in this corner is the only thing that stays. It's a silhouette, or maybe it's an imprint of a forest, the way you used to linger right before you hit the door. I'm an architect of morning, building shrines out of the air, searching for a version of you that's no longer there. Yeah, there are shadows where you stood, shadow to walk back through the door, but the floor is just a floor, and the dark is just the dark, and I'm just a lonely hunter looking for a spot where you stood. The digital clock is bleeding red across the wall. I'm watching every flicker, waiting for the sky to fall. The scent of your perfume is still hanging in the air, like a ghost that hasn't realized that you're no longer there. I'm paralyzed in the doorway, staring at the street while the cold from the hardwood is climbing up my feet. They say that time is healing, that the hours make you strong, but they haven't lived a minute where everything feels wrong. I'm checking my reflection just to see if I'm still real, 'cause I can't find a pulse beneath this heavy coat of steel. The engine of your car is just an echo in my head, and I'm counting every heartbeat like a tally for the dead. It's been 10,000 seconds since you walked out of the light, and I've died a little more with every tick into the night. I'm measuring the distance by the breath I cannot find, by the static in the silence and the wreckage in my mind. 1, 2, 3, the numbers start to burn, watching for the handle that I know you'll never turn. I'm a prisoner of the rhythm of the constant cruel theft of every single second since the moment that you left. The coffee in the pot is still steaming from the brew. The cup is on the counter that I poured for me and you. How can it be so hot while my blood is turning cold? How can a story shatter when it's barely been told? I'm looking at the timestamp on the last text that you sent, trying to find the moment when I didn't know what it meant. In 60 seconds everything can turn to dust and bone, and leave you in a kingdom where you're sitting all alone. They say give it a week, they say give it a year, but they don't see the ocean inside of every tear. A year is just a mountain made of seconds just like this, a billion tiny stabbings from a single final kiss. I'm stuck inside the timing of the way you said goodbye, while the hand upon the watch is just a finger in my eye. It's been 10,000 seconds since you walked out of the light, and I've died a little more with every tick into the night. I'm measuring the distance by the breath I cannot find, by the static in the silence and the wreckage in my mind. 1, 2, 3, the numbers start to burn, watching for the handle that I know you'll never turn. I'm a prisoner of the rhythm of the constant cruel theft of every single second since the moment that you left. I don't wanna count these anymore. One more second without you. Thousand and two. We were a match that never struck, a spark that couldn't breathe, a story always tucked away, hidden up asleep. We had the map spread on the dash, the engine running low, but we sat there in the driveway with nowhere left to go. I have a gallery of scenes where we almost made it through, 1,000 different versions of a life I shared with you. We were the nearly, we were the close, the ghost of the thing that we wanted the most. A finger's breadth from heaven, a whisper from the light, falling just an inch short in the middle of the night. Now I'm left with a lifetime of almost and maybe, a collection of someday that didn't save me. We almost said forever, we almost stayed the course. Now I'm just a rider on a ghost of a horse. It's the weight of the words that we kept in our chest, the almost that put all our dreams to the rest. I'm a book with no ending, a song with no rhyme, wasting a lifetime of almost on time. Ooh. Ooh. We almost bought that little house, the one with peeling paint. We almost kept our promises before the heart grew faint. I see you in the grocery store, and we almost say hello, but the almost pulls us backward, and it won't let us go. You're the name on my tongue that I almost let slip, the glass that I shattered before it touched my lip. Almost is a cruel word, it's a tease and it's a lie. It's the bridge that collapses when you're halfway to the sky. It's worse than a never, it's harder than no, because almost convinces you not to let go. We were so close to magic, we were right on the edge. Now I'm just staring down from the almost ledge. Of some days that didn't save me. We almost said forever, we almost stayed the course. Now I'm just a rider on a ghost of a horse. It's the weight of the words that we kept in our chest, the almost that put all our dreams to the rest. I'm a book with no ending, a song with no rhyme, wasting a lifetime of almost on time. Oh, I'm still spending my future on the almost of our youth. Almost, we were almost there, but almost, it's just another way to say you're not here. I'm sitting in the static of a house that's gone cold, replaying every syllable, watching them unfold. I keep tracing the air where your voice used to be. Before the I'm sorry and the it isn't just me. The clock on the mantle is ticking in reverse. In the theater of my mind, I'm rehearsing the curse. I wanna take the goodbye and put it back in your throat and sink every word of that final bitter note. I'm a ghost at the controls of a broken machine, trying to edit the parts that were cruel and were mean. If I can just find the moment before the glass broke, I'd suck back the fire and I'd swallow the smoke. I'm rewinding the last words, spinning the tape, looking for a doorway, hidden escape. I wanna stop your lips right before they move, to stay in the rhythm, to stay in the groove. I delete the enough and the I gotta go, and keep us in the silence of the things we don't know. It's a desperate loop, it's a losing game, rewinding the last words that carried your name. I see the way you stood there with your coat half on, the exact split second before you were gone. If I slow down the frame, can I see where it changed? Where the love in your eyes became something strange. I'm pulling the ribbon, I'm tangling the reels, trying to unfeel everything a broken heart feels. But the more that I watch it, the more that it hurts. The way the I love you's turned into dirt. What if I stopped you at hey, how's your day? And we never let the darkness get into the way. What if the sentence just ended at stay, but the tape is all frayed and the colors are gray? You can't fix a crash by just watching the record. Take back the hands that were around my neck. Before they move, to stay in the rhythm, to stay in the groove. I delete the enough and the I gotta go, and keep us in the silence of the things we don't know. It's a desperate loop, it's a losing game, rewinding the last words that carried your name. Press play, watch you walk away. Press stop, watch the teardrop drop. Rewind to when you were mine, but the tape's gonna snap and I'm caught in the trap of the last thing you said. It's over. I'm standing in the hallway of the house we used to own, listening to the echoes of a life that's overgrown. I found a box of calendars with circles round the days, a record of the promises and all our shared mistakes. We built a giant bonfire out of every yes and no way, but now the wind is whistling through these empty, hallowed hallways. It's funny how a decade fits inside a single match, and how the strongest cables are the easiest to unlatch. I can see the ghosts of us dancing in the yard before the winters got too long and the breathing got too hard. We thought we were a mountain, we thought we were the old, but we were just a flicker waiting for the final stroke. And now it's just years turn to smoke, rising in the air. I'm reaching for a memory, but there's nothing hanging there. All the I'll be here forever and the secrets that we spoke are just ash upon the water. Just years turn to smoke. I watch the seasons vanish in the heat of one goodbye, and now I'm breathing in the remains of you and I. It's a heavy kind of hollow, it's a cruel kind of joke to watch a whole lifetime just turn into smoke. There's a silhouette of suit where the pictures used to hang. I still remember every single melody we sang, but the lyrics all charred now and the bridge is falling down. I'm a king of nothing, standing in a burnt out town. Was it worth the warmth we felt while the flame was burning bright? Or was it just a slow decay disguised as golden light? I'm sifting through the ruin, trying to find a piece of gold, but everything I touch is turning black and turning cold. If I could gather up the hate and turn it back to time, I'd write a different ending, I'd find a better rhyme. But you can't unburn a forest once the trees have turned to gray, and you can't call back the sunlight at the dying of the day. We're just a cloud of we used to be, drifting toward the sea, a smudge upon the horizon of who you were to me. let the ghosts drift out. There's nothing left to whisper, there's nothing left to shout. It's gone, it's all gone. Just a gray sky at the break of dawn. Years turn to smoke. Years turn to smoke. The streetlights are humming a low, hollow blue, and the world is asleep, but I'm wide awake with you. Well, the ghost of you anyway, sitting on the rug in the quiet of a house that's forgotten how to hug. The clock on the microwave is the only light I see, frozen in the moment that you walked away from me. They say the sun is coming, like that's some kind of cure, but I'm not ready for a morning where I'm not yours anymore. Because the daylight is a witness and the morning is a judge. It shows the empty driveway and the places I won't budge. But in the velvet of the midnight, I can still pretend you're near. I can almost feel the heartbeat that I'm never gonna hear. So I'm holding on at 3 a.m., the hour of the lost, ignoring every sunrise and the shadow and the cost. In the middle of the night, we haven't ended yet. I'm living in the only space where I haven't met regret. Don't let the birds start singing, don't let the black turn gray. I'd rather stay in darkness than face another day. I'm a prisoner of the moonlight, I'm a king of could have been, holding on to 3 a.m. Let the morning never win. The silence is so heavy, it's starting to ache. I'm terrified of the sound that the first bird is gonna make. At 3:15 I'm tracing your initials on the glass. At 3:30 I'm praying that the time will never pass. But the minute hand is moving like a slow motion knife, cutting out the seconds of my temporary life. I'm staring at your sweater still draped across the chair, thinking if I don't blink you'll be standing right there. You'll be standing right there. Once the coffee starts dripping, then the lie is gonna break, and I'll have to put a smile on. For everyone else's sake I'll have to talk in present tense and act like I'm okay, but I'm a different person in the cold light of the day. So please just stop the planet, keep the stars right where they are. Don't let the sun come looking for this fresh and jagged scar. Build our kingdom on the word tomorrow, a grand design to mask the sin of sorrow. Someday we'll leave, someday we'll start again. We use that promise like a shield against the rain. But the calendar is bleeding and the ink is turning pale, and every soul we spoke was just a wind without a sail. I'm looking at the blueprints for the life we never lived, counting up the pieces of the hearts we never give. It wasn't an explosion, it wasn't a sudden fire. It was the quiet rust upon the strings of the lyre. It was the dust upon the luggage, the weeds around the gate, the heavy poison gravity of it's a little late. And oh, it's the slow decay of someday, the way the gold just tarnishes and turns to gray. We waited for a season that was never gonna come. Now we're staring at each other, paralyzed and numb. It's the rot inside the rafters, it's the salt upon the roads, the way your mountain crumbles when the winter never goes. I'm watching all our latest finally slip away, lost inside the slow decay of someday. Your suitcase in the closet has a layer of the years, a leather-bound reminder of 1,000 stifled tears. We said we'd see the ocean, we said we'd chase the light, but we settled for the flickering of the television night. Now someday is a ghost that's haunting every room, a flower that we planted but we never let it bloom. The almost and the could have are the only things we own in this garden of intentions that we've let get overgrown. If we had fought the silence, if we had made a stand, maybe we'd be walking through a different kind of land. But we fed the monster patience until it grew too big, and now we're just two shadows dancing a lonely jig. You can't build a foundation on the air and on the mist, or find the love you wanted in a ghost you never kissed. Someday's a graveyard full of things we meant to do. Someday's a distance between me and you. The sun is going down now, and someday just became a yesterday we wasted with a different name. The slow decay of you and me. We're sitting 3 inches apart on the edge of the bed, but there's 1,000 miles of static filling up my head. I'm watching the pulse in the side of your neck, like a ticking clock inside of a wreck. I wanna ask you if you're ever coming back, but the air in the room is starting to crack. Your eyes are fixed on the shadow of the blind, while I'm drowning in the things I'm keeping confined. Them sorries are tangled like weeds in my throat, and the please stays are sinking like a stone in a boat. We're masters of the weather and the prize of the tea, but we're strangers to the you and the me. And there are miles and miles of unspoken words flying around the ceiling like broken winged birds. A desert of silence stretching out in between the life that we have and the one that we mean. If I say it out loud, will the walls fall down, or will the weight of the truth finally make us drown? We're traveling a road that was never on the map, falling through the miles of the unspoken gap. I see you reach for your phone just to look away, searching for something that you don't have to say. I've got a library of questions gathering dust about the slow, quiet murder of our mutual trust. Do you remember the night that we talked until 4? Now we can't even make it through the kitchen door. Every fight is a lie, every okay is a wall, and we're just waiting for the gravity to take us all. Is it kinder to stay quiet and let the fire die, or to scream all the reasons why we're living a lie? I'm suffocating on the sentences I'll never start, on the blueprint of the hollow inside of my heart. The space between our shoulders is a canyon deep and wide, with nowhere left for the honest parts of us to hide. Stretching out in between the life that we have and the one that we mean. If I say it out loud, will the walls fall down, or will the weight of the truth finally make us drown? We're traveling a road that was never on the map, falling through the miles of the unspoken gap. Flying around this ceiling like broken winged birds. A desert of silence stretching out in between the life that we have and the one that we mean. If I say it out loud, will the walls fall down, or will the weight of the truth finally make us drown? We're traveling a road that was never on the map, falling through the miles of the unspoken gap. I'm opening my mouth, but nothing comes out, just a breath of the cold, and a story that's old. My soul, so many miles. I was gonna say I love you, but the distance is too far now. The theater is empty, the The velvet's turned to dust, the spotlight's flickering out, succumbing to the rust. I'm standing in the wings where I used to watch you shine, back when I was your hero and you were surely mine. The floorboards are cold beneath my shaking feet as I listen to the echo of a heart that used to beat. We played our part so perfectly, we never missed a cue. But I didn't see the ending that was waiting for us too. The programs are scattered like leaves across the floor, and there's a close sign hanging on the heavy wooden door. I'm holding on to a script that's been torn at the seams, watching the makeup run down the face of our dreams. And this is the final curtain call, the end of the show, the part of the story where I have to let you go. No more encores, no more one last time, just the silence of a rhythm that lost its rhyme. The audience is left, the house lights are dim, I'm a ghost in the rafters singing a hymn. I'll take my bow in the dark where the shadows fall, at the center of our final curtain call. Do you remember the night the rafters nearly shook, when we didn't need the lines, we just needed a look? Now the costume is heavy and the paint is peeling back, revealing all the hollow parts and every little crack. You've already stepped out into the pouring rain, leaving me to manage the cleanup and the pain. I'm folding up the scenery of the life we used to lead, while the tragedy we wrote is the only thing I read. If I could pull the rope and make the stage go back to when the world was colorful and that it turned to black, but the pulley is jammed and the cables are frayed, and I'm just a lonely actor who stayed and stayed and stayed. The play was a masterpiece, a beautiful life, but even the greatest of legends have to die. I found the map we drew on a napkin in July, back when the moon was low and the stakes were pretty high. We built a castle out of promises and ink. Never stopped to wonder if the ship was gonna sink. Now I'm sitting on the floor where the carpet's worn and thin, trying to find the person that I used to be back then. The fireplace is cold, but I'm staring at the grate, at the ghost of a future that we left a bit too late. Words on a page don't keep the winter out, they just give the silence something to scream about. I'm holding the matches, I'm holding my breath, watching the slow, quiet version of a love song instead. And it's just ashes of a paper dream. Nothing is ever as solid as it seems. I'm blowing on the embers of you and me that drifted like a cinder out toward the sea. One little spark in the sky turned black, and there's no way to call the fire back. I'm standing in the wreckage of the life we didn't scheme, just sweeping up the ashes of a paper dream. You used to ride forever on the steam upon the glass, but steam is just a vapor that was always gonna pass. I've got a shoebox full of tickets to a show we never saw, and the I love you notes that became the final straw. It's a fragile kind of architecture, living in the air, building up a monument on the edge of a jagged cliff. Now the wind is picking up and the edges start to curl, and I'm just a lonely person in a disintegrating world. If the ink was made of blood, would it stay on the line? If the paper's made of stone, would you still be mine? But we wrote it all in pencil, we sketched it out in gray, and we let the first soft rain wash it all away. Now I'm coughing on the soot, I'm blinded by the haze of 1,000 almost nights and nearly golden days. And it's just ashes of a paper dream. Nothing is ever as solid as it seems. I'm blowing on the embers of you and me that drifted like a cinder out toward the sea. One little spark in the sky turned black, and there's no way to call the fire back. I'm standing in the wreckage of the life we didn't scheme, just sweeping up the ashes of a paper dream. My heart is stained too. There's nothing left to burn in this version of you. The wind takes the rest, the sky is coming clear, but the dream is gone and you're not here. Just ashes, just paper and smoke.